All right, welcome back to the USS Akatsuki, where we are running a crossover game with other members of the Aurora Squadron and the Star Trek Adventures game run here on the 10th Fleet Discord server. This will be a direct continuation from last week's game. And if you would remember from last week, those that were here, the mission for the Akatsuki and its crew and the others that were added in to help fill out the numbers was to assault the main compound located on the planet and apprehend Tevitt, Barkin Tevitt, the Cardassian mastermind of the plot that's been happening over the last few months, and also attempt to rescue the Phantom, which has become the Akatsuki's crew turncoat, so to speak, here in the organization, as she was compromised a couple weeks ago. I think that catches up to the plot. So the assault on the main compound was successful. The crew was able to rescue the Phantom, capture Tevitt, and I believe they start making their way back to the Aero shuttle. And correct me if I'm wrong, Captain Kier, you just ordered the Akatsuki to lift off to rendezvous with you guys, correct? Okay. This is where the fun stuff for the GM, anyway, gets to happen. We are going to head over to the bridge of the Akatsuki. I think everybody is here. Where Commander Mahawk, you just get off the horn with Commander Kier with the orders to take off and start heading toward their location so that you can pick them up. In this scene, though, I'm probably going to need somebody to play Bellaris, Lox, and of course, Gus. Because there's probably some information that's going to be dumped very, very quickly.
I'll do Gus as usual.
I can do Bellaris.
Right, any volunteers for Lox?
I can play Lux.
Okay. All right, so yeah, I'll give you guys the floor. Mahawk, you just got off the comms with the captain, or you guys can replay the comms with the captain, whichever you guys wanted to do.
Mr. Moore. Prepare thrusters for liftoff.
Aye, sir. Getting them warm for liftoff.
How many players do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Gus, go ahead and you guys could activate whatever supports you want when they become usable, so you could probably activate more if you wish. But I'll give you a quick roll here to take off. It's probably just going to be a control con. It's pretty simple, so just a diff 1.
Okay. Control con. Too many tabs. There. I'll give you a threat for bold. Why not? And I'll do the show off, so it's difficulty 2. Get us some extra momentum here.
Okay.
Is this assisted by the ship?
Yeah, engine's gone.
Engines con. Ready and waiting.
Complication range at normal, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. We rolled a 19. Okay, so
All right.
that's
Gain of momentum.
yeah,
And then you
bonus
get
momentum cannot
2
be
bonus.
saved. Yeah, bonus momentum. Hmm. Do. Advantage.
Clear skies.
Boosted engines. We can get out fast if we want to.
That'd probably be fine.
Cool. That'll be the bonus momentum.
All right, I sent something to Lux, and then I'm going to send something to the other person.
Belarus. Set deflector shield for atmospheric flight profile.
Commander, I'm detecting that the orbital platforms are turning toward the planet.
Sir, the orbital platforms are firing.
Shields full.
Shields up.
Red alert. Mr. Moore, get us off the ground with all haste.
Getting us off. Thrusters at 100%.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Very
really
cool.
We have a special effects budget now.
Apparently,
Why am I not hearing anything?
I'm hearing it.
I hear it.
Yeah, I'm not. This is
Same.
weird. GM doesn't need to hear it. All right, but
Looks
everyone
enough.
heard, everyone's seen it, everyone sees the scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
All right, you could thank Kier for all this. Everything
Well-
that is transpiring is Kier's making and fault.
Well done, Kier. Well done. Great.
Well
visual.
deserved hours. Put in.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. This is the complication that happened from the Navajo game. Instead of staying as the bait, the Navajo, after their little bit of, once they engaged the enemy ships, they ran into the asteroid field, leaving the orbital weapons platforms free, and they shot down at the planet just as your ship was taking off. So they probably spotted you, or however we're going to narrate that. So here's what's going to happen. Basically, this is a race. Okay, you're going to have an extended task part that's going to be racing against a consequence tracker on my end. So anytime a task is performed, the consequence tracker ticks up, and whenever you pilot the ship, you can make for the extended task. And basically, how this works is whoever completes their extended task first wins, which will probably be very bad for the Akatsuki ship if I win. So here's how this is going to work. This is going to be a daring con roll. This is probably going to be difficulty of 2, base difficulty 2, but the complication range is going to be 4. right, so I'll write that down. Okay. The amount of work you guys have to do is the amount of work both sides have to fulfill is 14. Okay, that's the number we're racing for. So you guys could obviously use momentum, or you could take the time to make rolls to try to, create advantages or whatnot.
Pretty good that
Or
we
try
have the
to.
racing guy at the helm.
So you're racing to work 14. I think Gus, your con is 4. So your
Yes.
impact. So every time you successfully create a roll, you will do 4 toward that work. You could spend momentum like normal to increase that by a 2-to-1 ratio.
Mhm.
But I think that is where we're going to start. And I probably should have looked into music before this. Let me get some good music going on here.
Need for Speed soundtrack. Or maybe even God, what is Top Gun? I need.
That's just the Top Gun theme.
Yeah.
All right, before I do this, though, let me reload my forge, because that could be why I don't get
I feel the need for some extra power to my engines.
Saturnini's Overdriver.
Okay, so like anything, the ship will assist, and then you guys could get 1 free assist if you describe how you're trying to help Gus here navigate through this very dangerous and treacherous trench run I have you guys flying down. So I guess the first part, I'll give you guys a few minutes to try to figure out what you're doing, and then I kind of need to know where you're going.
Yeah, that's gonna be Gus's question to the commander.
Well, I believe our last directive was to rendezvous with the Aero shuttle. Is that correct? Kier says yes. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Gus is just gonna say at the helm, well, this just got a lot more fun all of a sudden.
All right, yeah. I will give you the opportunity to calm during this first part, but it can't be too long because the fire is incoming. So I'll give you a few moments to coordinate with the Aero Shadow anything you wish to do. But I will cut it off with another fire if you take too long. So yes.
USS Akatsuki to the Aero shuttle. Come in.
Are we receiving?
Is anyone
On it?
on the
Yeah.
air shuttle?
Yeah, I figure you get. I figure you guys got to the Aero Shuttle because that happened pretty quick. There are already people on it, so you guys probably
Okay.
just are loading into it.
On the airshed, do we see orbital strikes? You are trying to close. Test was that?
I think you do because I don't think you're that far away. So you probably see them coming down as you're loading the injured, the wounded, the captured into the shuttle.
Well, we beamed into the shuttle, but
There's
go ahead,
windows.
Toski.
Captain, it would appear the USS Navajo is not able to retain the attention of the orbital defense platforms. We are taking fire and have begun evasive actions. Prepare for an air-to-air rendezvous.
Worry about the ship, Commander. Get the ship to safety. We'll try to make cover elsewhere. It's too dangerous to make a rendezvous at this point.
And I will advise you that the Aero Shuttle is not designed to withstand the kind of firepower that will be coming down from orbit. If you are hit, you will likely be shot down.
I'm aware, Commander. We will try to find a small cavern to hide in.
Very well.
Good luck,
If you so
Commander.
order, we will make for orbit.
Your priority is the ship and the crew.
It always is, Captain. Akatsuki out. Mr. Moore, new vector 215, mark 87.
But that'll bring us up to space, sir.
I am aware. Please execute my order.
All right, hold on to your butts.
All right. Give me that daring con. If 2, comp 4.
Would the previous advantage boosted speed work here in any way?
I will let you decide how that's applied.
Well, it gives me some more maneuverability, some extra time to swing off the shots that are coming down. I can be a bit more flexible in the thrust, lowering and accelerating of speed, so to confuse the targeting systems of the platforms.
I would say use it to reduce your comp range by 1. But that is my suggestion.
It's a good option if it's allowed, Jim.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So you're
Daring con.
so it'd be daring con diff 2, comp 3, assisted by ship's engines con.
Comp 3. I will give you a. Should have one momentum before. I will give you 3 threat. 2 extra dice.
Oh, I do love threat.
Daring con, go. I will reroll the 19.
Come on, complication. Go complication.
Ooh, almost 20.
And this is engines con from the ship. Correct?
Yes. So close. You gain 2. All right. Is there anything else you wanted to do this round of rolling.
I'll spend 2 momentum to. No, actually, no. I'll wait.
Okay.
Mind.
GM is going to spend some threads.
Anyone who's human, get you an extra determination right now.
I'm going to do use some threat to increase my impact as the ship makes its way towards space, increasing in altitude. The weapons fire starts to impact closer to whiz by the ship closer, but Gus's expert piloting skill, he's able to dodge the incoming fire, but it is starting to get dangerously close.
Hey, this is some advanced systems here. They're almost touching us.
Indeed. Mr. Moore, I do suggest evasive pattern theta 12.
Aye, sir, but at some point the targeting systems are gonna be able to predict even my maneuvers.
I am
It'd be
aware.
nice for some jamming or something.
Mr. Locks, begin scanning the incoming firing patterns. See if you can find a blind spot or predictable pattern that Mr. Moore can exploit.
Yes, Commander.
Mr. Bellaris, when we get high enough in altitude, get a firing solution on the nearest orbital defense platform. Let's see if we can make a hole and create ourselves some breathing room.
Got it, Commander.
And
Right.
can I create a plan of action trait for this round?
All right, so just so you guys know, before we throw dice, anytime you guys roll dice, I increase my consequence tracker.
Oh,
So
okay.
keep that in mind. So if you want to create traits with momentum, that's fine. But when you roll the dice, my consequence tracker increases.
Okay.
I'd say it's still worth going one round of each character doing something.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, I don't have the same talents as the captain, so I don't get to create a trait that gives an assist roll to every person.
All right, guys, what's the plan?
So you wanted me to try and scramble their tracking?
Yeah. Or, like I said, find some way to give our helmsman the advantage against the incoming fire.
But what we kind of want to do is make it easier for the air shuttle to escape as well. That's my kind of line of thought here. So not just for us, but for the aero shuttle.
I agree, but they're also going to go to ground instead of fly up into the atmosphere, from what I understood.
Yeah, but jamming the sensors would benefit them as well in that case.
That's true. So, I guess we'll start with me. I want to create a plan of action trait. Or go ahead, Captain.
I will just can I spend just 2 momentum there? Because you got to this prioritize the ship and the crew. That would could qualify as a traits creation. That would invoke my character's fire of action and also methodical planning.
What trait would you? Well, mechanically, what would you want the trait to do?
Okay. I'll just say could help with the crew's anything lower your difficulty or the competition range. For the tasking when they do maneuvering.
I just, my thing is, I don't see how your character can really help here because you're not on the ship.
They've done through several like contingency plans and fact for situations similar to this. Some have just
Okay.
crews falling back on previous training.
Okay, yeah, with that explanation,
This
I'll
is-
allow it. Yeah.
If that works for you guys. Because that would involve Generation 2 bonus momentum plus Genevieve would be Sissinon with Riggs helping out on deaths on the con rolls. So it would help with momentum generation.
Yeah, it's just random
Please.
music that's on here under the combat section. So
Oh, very gloomy. Does that work for everyone, or
I mean, I'm fine with it.
It's up to the
reading
GM.
the plan of action, it could only be used to decrease difficulty if you wanted the bonus, because it said that it was made possible or had reduced difficulty because of the trades. So to get the bonus
That's fine.
of plan of action, you'd have to use it to decrease the difficulty.
I mean, that's fine too.
Okay. We'll just create a trait that's called like pre-planning or something like along those lines. That'll reduce the difficulty on con rolls. All right, what's next?
I believe it's time for Locks to do some scanning. Or jamming, one of the two.
All right, and you're thinking crate creation, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, this will be. Let's see. So he's trying to jam to make it harder to hit. So I'm thinking. Control engineering, maybe. Difficulty 2.
Roger.
And I'm thinking communications engineering from the ship.
You said it was control engineering?
Yeah.
Yeah, who made this science support with 1 engineering? All right, well. Jeez. Well, I have literally nothing helping me with this. Like I'm only rolling a 12 on this. Anyone got any suggestions? Can a supporting character spend a determination on mission objective?
Yes.
Okay.
Does this count as a activation for locks?
It could. Yeah. If he's rolling dice, you got to activate. So yes.
Okay. To succeed at this, I'm gonna say we'll have to use this determination then on mission objective. If you'll accept that, GM.
Yeah. I think the captain
Objective
gave
of the
a very
mission is
clear
survive.
one. Yeah. I think the captain gave a very clear one. Protect the ship and crew.
Do you take
But don't forget to upgrade them because you could put a point into engineering if you want.
yeah, that's it seems like a good move. Fire that in there too, and prove to discipline. There we go. That new supporting character tracker is useful.
It very much is.
All right, so he's got 2 engineering now.
Yeah, now it's a 13.
Physics for a focus on this one, or
No.
sensor ops. I don't really know how we're jamming them, so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
In that case,
Gain a momentum. All right, how would you like the trait to apply?
I think we want to jam it on their end, so they have a lot more trouble tracking us, and thereby also hopefully having more trouble tracking the air shuttle.
Okay, well, we could probably use the cap. It sounds like you kind of want the captain's suggestion to increase their resistance, so I'll increase their resistance by 1.
That works.
So they ultimately do less work or less impact. Speaking of impact, because you made a roll. The ship is flying higher and higher, and just as locks, you go to start to jam their targeting sensors, or at least make it more difficult. The next round of incoming fire grazes by your ship, barely missing as the fire gets closer and closer.
Let's use 2 momentum to increase the potency of that trait by 2, or by 1. So that it's now potency 2.
That works for me. All right. What is next?
I
It's
should
a little
probably
too
make
early
another
for
roll.
returning yeah.
Okay, so same roll as before.
Yeah, this time with all the things, it is a difficulty 1, complication 4, but I'm gonna spend some threat since I have it. I'm gonna make it complication.
Comp
It
3
is.
because of 4.
It is. But I'm gonna spend some threat because I have it to make it comp 5 for this roll.
Comp 5, okay. Decrease to comp 4 because of our trait? Or Did you spend
No,
enough threat
so,
to?
so it was decreased to comp 3. I spent 2 threat to make it comp 5 for this roll.
Okay, understood.
So the base went down to 3. So I spent 4 threat to make it 5.
Understood. I was gonna
You
use
lowered
my
the
show off
difficulty.
thing, but yeah, it was difficulty
For the
2
planet-
earlier.
Yeah, the captain's trait brought down the difficulty, and then
Okay.
I think trait you made, Rick's, brought the complication down.
Right. Okay. How risk? Well, it's Gus. He's gonna be risky. So, I'm gonna use the show off talent for this. So the difficulty will still be 2.
Okay.
I will give you 3 threat.
Oh, I do love threat.
Yes, and oh yes,
Jesus.
yes, yes, yes.
Lovely roll.
1, 2.
I think Captain forgot the complication range.
Right. Here. Difficulty 2, so 4 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We gain 1 extra because of Akatsuki. Then we have my bonus momentum.
All right, hold on. We got 6 there, so that's 4, 5. So you have 6 momentum coming at you. So I believe that puts you at 1 float.
1
then
float, and
your
then
2
my 2 bonus
and then
momentum.
the captain's 2 bonus. So you have 5, 1 float, 4 bonus.
1 float, 4 bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna use
The
four-
captain's roll was a success and a complication.
so we're gonna use the 4 float to spend for extra gain on the tracker.
Okay.
2 extra gain.
All right.
Or what are we at now? 5, 6 with that?
This will put you at 8.
8.
Yes.
8 remaining
Oh.
or 8 achieved?
8 achieved.
Okay.
Oh wait,
So
hold
we're
on,
at 6
hold on.
remaining?
I think I did math wrong. You were at 4.
I was
Did
at 4.
4, and then you did 2 more. This will put you at 10.
Right, 8, 10. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's pretty good. We could spend 4 momentum. Well, that 1 we'd be down to 3 momentum, and we could complete the tracker. I think we should do that.
No,
it's-
it's key momentum.
It's
Per
2 for
word.
1.
Yeah. So we still have 1 float. That would bring us down to 5. And 2 more. No. Yeah. We would be down to 3 for 2 extra tracker. No, that would bring us up to 12. I'm thinking wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Never mind. We'll lay that as
Okay, so that's the roll right there.
because I'm going to complete it either way in the next round.
I'll spend a couple more threat to increase my work. All right. So a couple things are going to happen here. Number 1.
Okay, can I just narrate how Gus is piloting this?
Yes, please do.
So it's basically, okay, intrepid baby, let's see what you can do. And he starts going in a wide circle to the right, makes a whole circle so the target system has no idea what's going on. Then he goes straight up into the air, maximum speed with intrepid.
Right, and all the while, this is happening. So a couple things happen here. Because of your chaotic and erratic firing, they are not really sure where you're going to go next. So your piloting skills, and because you hit 50% on the tracker, their resistance goes up by another one. However, they are starting to narrow their dispersion field even more, so your difficulty is going to increase. All right, so for clarifications here, your base difficulty is now 2, complication range is 3, but their resistance is 3. And as terms of the work track, both parties are at 10. Feel free to roleplay all that fun stuff.
Commander, we're about to hit space.
Acknowledged. Be
But they're
careful. Their
closing in
shots
on
are
me.
getting their shots are getting closer. You may desire to fly more erratically.
Is this my birthday or what?
Mr. Bolaris, have you begun your targeting calculations?
I have, Commander. One moment. GM, can I roll to get target lock on the orbital platform?
I will handle that once we're there.
Sounds good.
You know what? No, I can let you get it now.
Oh, okay, cool.
As you know, you're getting closer to space since that's where you're heading. So yeah, you could go ahead and form a target lock, and I'll give you. Oh, I was wondering who dropped. Oops. Yeah. So base difficulty 2. Probably gonna be like insider reason security, I think.
Let's see here. Security systems or shipboard tactical systems for focus?
Shipboard tactical, I think.
Okay.
Don't forget to upgrade because this will be activations.
Oh, that's right. Good call. Let's actually upgrade this reason. 9 to 10. Cool. Alrighty. Using focus. I'm sorry, what was the difficulty?
Base diff 2. Form your target lock.
Got it. Much as I don't really like the idea of this right now, take a threat. I'll keep it.
Very nice. Okay, you formed your target lock. Why not? I have threat. All right. Gus flies you in a pattern that allows you to get a target lock as more incoming fire comes. Right. Which one does what I want it to do? Kira sent you a message. Which one does that? Aha. And just at the end of their barrage, a single orbital fire hits directly on your shields, taking them down. As this last bombardment hits the mark square and true, lowering your shields.
Bellaris will yell out, "Commander, we're hit. Shields completely offline."
We're almost there, sir.
Bridge to engineering. We require those shields back at your earliest convenience. Mr. Moore, it is now imperative that you do not let any of their fire touch the ship.
I'm doing my best here.
All right, what do you guys do next?
Guess more is gonna go. Hopefully for the last time. Any changes to the role since earlier?
Diff 2, Comp 3.
So Kier's thing is not in play anymore.
No, it still is. Just the difficulty increased from something else.
Okay. It's not gonna do a show off this time. Not really needed. So I'm still gonna give you a threat for bold though. But I will take momentum from this to gain that. Roll away we go. That is indeed great.
Right. Gain 3.
On float.
All right.
Come on, Suki!
All right, Gus. As you increase the power to the ship's thrusters, you reach the edge of the atmosphere just as you kick on the ship's impulse drive to really push you away from the planet's surface, and you fly straight toward an orbital platform that is starting to get a beat on you. I need the security officer to roll me a control security difficulty 3 task to take out that orbital platform before it shoots at you.
Alrighty. Well, I think this is a good time. Can I spend Bellaris' determination on the mission comes first?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Shipboard tactical systems for focus?
Yep. And then assisted by ship's weapons security.
Alrighty. Take a threat.
And as Gus positions the ship directly in line with that shot, Bellaris, you expertly launch a phaser salvo right at that platform, blowing it up, making a hole as you fly out of the planet's atmosphere and into space at large, making way for what I assume is the asteroid field to provide cover as engineering gets the shields back on.
Since I couldn't do it last time, I'm gonna do it this time. Yeah! God damn it, that was fun! Gus says.
He overloaded his inputs.
Oh, did I drop out?
No, you just pinged it so hard that it cut off the
Ah.
signal while you were going.
I see. Well, this mic can't handle Gus, you know. Very few can.
All right, I'll give you guys some role play chances as Gus makes his way for the asteroid belt.
Exceptional flying, Mr. Moore.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be humbled, sir, but yeah, God damn it, that was fun. Hey, Belarus, good shot. And Locks,
Thank you.
owe you big time. They might have even touched us if you hadn't
Most
done
certainly
what you
did,
did.
as the forward shields will attest.
Ah, but they didn't hit the hull, you know. She's still clean. That's the important part.
You are in fact correct. Mr. Locks, begin a scan of the planet's surface. Let us locate the Aero shuttle.
Yes, Commander.
All
Mr.
right.
Belarus, status of shields.
A moment, sir. GM, are they back?
Yeah.
Full operation, Commander.
Excellent. Mr. Moore, find us a nice large asteroid to hide the ship behind until we can make a appropriate approach.
Aye, sir. Scanning now.
All right. Meanwhile, we'll enter a new scene and we'll head to the Aero shuttle. This probably will take place during that scene, as you see the fire coming down, trying to hit the Akatsuki from orbit. I'll give you guys a moment to decide who's going to be positioned where. There's probably going to be combat in this section. So the way I see it, there are 4 consoles up front. There can be 4 people being in those consoles. So really, whoever wants to take them. Figure we need con, we need security. Probably need somebody to play the quote-unquote commanding officer.
I
And
think
then whatever
Earthin
else
should
you would think.
probably fly the ship.
I imagine Rix is still unconscious, so Akem can do tactical.
Theric will be tending to whoever is in the worst state right now between our 2 injuries.
It's probably still going to be the Phantom.
I'm going to stay near the captain because I'm responsible for her personal safety, so I'll stay near. Wherever she's at, I'll be.
And someone needs to watch Tibbet. So
I'll watch it.
Unless y'all want me manning ship's weapons.
We could let a Chem do that.
That's okay with the captain. I'm fine with it as well.
man them up in sorry.
Copy that.
Weapons could be this. Weapons could be this. Weapons could be this. take your favorite seat. And then there could be like an engineering panel, there could be a science panel.
It's probably the 2 side seats.
Probably.
Yeah, figure this one's a panel. I'm thinking Delta Flyer-esque type stuff here. Oh, and hi, Captain Perone.
Hello.
So it looks like I just would need somebody to take the engineering section, and then whoever wants to command, I guess.
That's fine.
Well, I recommend command fall to whichever captain is going to not be pointing a phaser at our prisoner.
Your ship here. I'll watch this one.
Did someone want
And
to
then,
take Deca?
Yeah, I was going to say, Kane, Deca's an engineer, so if you wanted to play
Yeah,
Deca.
I'll take her.
If we have not done so already, Perone will replicate some manacles and make sure our little Cardassian boy there can't escape.
Yep, that works for me.
And because Perone is feeling particularly mean, he'll also replicate shackles for his legs.
Awesome.
Yep, that's all fine and good. That one sounds like a free action. Okay, I think we have your crew here. I'll leave you guys a little bit of time to role play as you're watching the fire come down and seeing the Akatsuki take off toward space. Probably on sensors and then what you can see out the windows.
Derek, make sure the Phantom is strapped in, just in case things get a little rough here. Hunshin,
I've already
get
engaged the
us out of
rupturing
here.
field captain.
Ensign, get us out of here. Stay as low as possible. We want to keep our firing range of verse orbital buttons platforms.
Yes, Captain.
All right, I'm going to send something to you, Akem. So as the shuttle takes off, everyone's eyes are peeled on sensors, both in space, on the ground, looking for anything that might be dangerous. There you go. So you could RP that with everyone. I'm the kind of GM, Akem, that sends information via Discord so that we could be immersed in the role play. So I'm not explaining something, then you have to repeat it. So I just sent you
Sure.
something so you could report that.
I apologize. You'd cut out, so I didn't hear most of what you'd said for about 10 seconds or so. Where will I get that information? Will it be in the direct message? Is that correct?
Yeah, direct message in Discord. Am I still cutting out or am I good?
No,
Sometimes
you're good now.
my setup's weird. I get paranoid about cutting out. But yeah, check your Discord DMs.
Yeah, I see that I have a DM, but You're not popping up. That's weird. Give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. I have it now.
All right, cool.
Captain, be advised, I'm detecting 2 Cardassian fighters, type unknown, heading straight towards us.
Shields up. Evasive maneuvers.
Captain. I'll go to perform shields up as a tactical officer and take the minor action of ready.
Need a key scout frigates.
All right, I think everyone can see this scene, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Ensign Arthur, you take off, and you are immediately being pursued by these 2 Cardassian fighters here. So we are going to start combat, as they do take a few shots at you to let you know that they are there.
We have 2 Cardassian vessels in pursuit, Captain.
Evasive maneuvers. As it's around, see if you can't get a target lock on one of those Hideki Cross.
Yes, Captain.
Survey scans for midness.
Okay, we are in combat, so who's going first, I guess is the question.
I would imagine I would go first, just from a tactical perspective.
Not always.
Right, yeah, so I'm open to ideas.
Hold on. Why we'll say through this. Go into defensive fire. And that's what you need to do. If you're gonna go first, you go.
So defensive fire?
Yes, it's an major action.
Very well.
There is no roll in that yet.
Alright, so I'm going to take the roll of defensive action then.
Okay, so how defensive fire works is attacks against your ship become opposed by you, and should you win that opposed roll, you can spend momentum to do damage to them.
Okay.
So basically, you're in defensive fire until your next turn.
Very well. Does that require anything further from me?
No
rolls
unless
on
you
that,
use-
right? Correct.
Correct. Until I prompt you to. You could technically take a minor if you wish.
Just prepare.
Okay. So I guess the question is, are you guys keeping or do you pass turn?
Let's keep. I would like to go and create an advantage. Oh, take.
Okay.
To benefit the security officer. Okay, is she lieutenant commander or commander? Kim.
Lieutenant Commander.
Lieutenant Commander Kim. Use the aerosols to rotate your phaser frequency to help adjust
Copy
your
that,
strikes.
Copy. Adjusting strikes. Making them random, Captain. Aye.
That works for me. Mechanically reduced div, more damage.
Since he's in defensive mode, let's go with making it hard for us to hit. And what am I running?
Oh, hold on. What was that? Right, you said to make it more difficult to hit.
Make it more difficult for us to be hit.
Okay. And then did you spend momentum or do you want to roll for that?
I was going to refer that.
Okay. Then this will be I'm thinking presence. Let's go presence security, I think.
Strategy tactics for focus.
Yes.
Spinning and momentum. I'll pass this stat.
What was that?
The complication is to stand. I don't have a
Okay.
reroll for it.
Okay. So you gain a momentum back from that. For complication, I'm gonna say that your weapon damage decreases by 1 as you're trying to coordinate all these different groups. Okay. Are you gonna swift ask or does it pass?
It has to pass.
Okay. So I think what's gonna happen is I think this lead ship here. I think he is just going to take a shot at your shuttle. So, Akem, I'm going to need you to set the difficult for me. The role is going to be control security. And the more successes you do, the harder it is going to be for me.
Very well. Let's see. Can I use bold in this situation? I don't believe I can.
Yeah. So, bold is simply you spend threat to roll more dice, and then because of that, it gives you a reroll.
I see. All right. Let's see. So the complication range is 2?
Is normal.
One.
Just
Is
one.
normal? Okay. All right.
Yep.
And I have 2 dice right now. Can I spend threat for an additional dice?
Yeah. Yeah, then you just got to decide how many dice you want to roll. Like, you could roll 1, you could roll 4, you could roll 5.
I'll do 4.
Okay, and then you have a choice in how to spend it. You could spend it using all threat. You could do a combination of threat momentum. You could use all momentum. But just to roll 4 dice, it's 3 resources of whatever you want it to be. But to activate bold, one of those would have to be threat.
That's fine. So we'll do. I'd like to do the majority in threat as opposed to momentum. So I want to retain some of the momentum. So let's spend one momentum and the rest threat.
Yeah, that works for me. So 1 momentum, 2 threat.
Yep.
And then you would roll 4 dice.
Do I have a focus here? Probably not. Is bold? That's not really a focus. Let's see.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. Nah, small tactic yet. It's not going to work here. Okay. Let me roll.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Ouch.
Okay, so you do have options here. With bold, you could re-roll 1 dice, but you could also spend your determination to attempt to re-roll up to your entire dice pool if you wish.
I think that would be appropriate at this time. Basing it on the mission objectives and the necessity of it. That makes the most sense to me right now.
Yeah, I could let you spend determination against mission directive, and then you could re-roll what didn't hit. So you could re-roll the 19 and the 220s. So you would just basically test roll 3.
Let me go ahead and do that.
Okay. So all said and done. Okay. You also now have your bold security, so you can re-roll the 15 if you wish.
Yeah, I'd like to.
All
Let me
right.
do
So it'll
that.
be just 1 dice. And then if someone can roll the Aero Shuttle's weapon security, please.
I got it.
I think it's weapon security. I don't have it open offhand.
Nice.
Okay, so it looks to me like my difficulty to hit is 4. I gotta try, huh? All right, here goes nothing. All right, so I only got 2 total successes. So you guys gain 2 momentum.
So no T bonus for current action.
Oh yeah. So you got that, and you got the 2 bonus. All right. So what do you guys wish to do?
Spend the 2 bonus to hire back at the one that shot us,
Okay.
because that's what defensive fire does.
Yep.
I believe we're only doing 3.
Yeah, because of the bad. All right, so you take a shot. So they fire at you. They miss several times, but Commander Achem, in 1 shot, is able to hit their forward shields, weakening their shields ever so slightly.
Excellent. Captain, we've weakened their shields slightly. What are your orders, Captain?
He has versatile too, so let's bump the damage up to 1 more.
Okay.
Just you have a Subtle, the mech shit.
All right, so right now you got 4 damage, so they're at 7 shields still. And I think I will pass the turn, so you guys can go ahead and go.
Okay, who's next?
Well, I think Achem went and the captain went.
So we still have Deca and Terrell
Yeah.
And
at
con
consoles.
officer. Yeah. Yeah, you got Deca, you got Terrell, and you got the con officer still.
Science could scan for weakness.
Okay. I'll go and I'll scan for weakness.
Well, let me see really quick. Because I technically don't have resistance, so. Okay, yeah, you could scan for weakness to increase the damage by 2. So if you want to scan for weakness, this will be a control science difficulty 2, assisted by sensor security. And then you got to designate what ship.
I want to do it on the one ship that we hit. Or should I do it on the other ship?
I would do it on the one we already hit.
Okay. Do you want to take sensor ops?
Yeah.
I'll spend a momentum. So it's 3 dice, correct?
Yes.
Can I reroll that one?
You do not need or want to.
Then we'll keep it. Oh, okay.
Just need sensors security, please.
Sensors security. Understood.
Right.
Good news. She has technical expertise.
I do.
Well, then you may re-roll that complication. All right, you gain 2.
All right, someone else
this
can roll
one-
the ships. I'm rolling bunk tonight.
The lead ship has been targeted for weakness. Has been scanned for weakness. Right. Question is, do you keep or do you pass?
I think we should keep, if possible.
Keep to do what, though?
Destroy the one ship. That's what.
If they go again, they'll fire at us and we might get another defensive opportunity.
Oh yeah, true.
I think we should let it pass.
Yeah, let's let it pass then.
Okay. I really need to just print these damn sheets out. Okay. The secondary shuttle, or the supporting is going to make an attack, and I'm going to keep to shoot. I need you guys to give me the difficulty. Yeah, I can't remember how we you made the difficulty last time. Same thing this time. Cam, you still there?
He's muted. He may not be.
I apologize. I was muted. I apologize. Was that you need me to roll for control security? Is that what it is?
Yes. Yeah, you're setting the difficulty again because you're still in defensive fire.
All right. So, in terms of setting the difficulty, what would that be? How does that work? We're doing an opposed task.
This. Yeah, it's an opposed task, so it's the same roll that you did last time, and just the number of successes.
Correct. So let me roll 4 dice and split it between, again, the same way I did threat and momentum last time. I don't have a focus here, so
Okay.
go ahead and roll. The complication range is still the same?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Nice roll.
And you can re-roll the 14 if you wish.
I'll do a re-roll the 14. Let's go.
It's almost a 1. Then just need a weapon security, please.
Weapon security.
Now the ship does stuff. Did
Nice.
someone else roll it, or did the doctor roll it again? Okay, 5 successes. God, what are you guys doing?
We don't want to die.
Dying is bad.
Oh yeah, and the captain's roll, so it's actually 6 success.
Well done.
Diff 7.
My tree that I created.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Diff 7. God. With 2 complications. Okay.
Yeah.
Gain 5. So I think that puts you at 3 float and 2 bonus.
I'm versatile.
4 bonus. Okay. You have 7 momentums to do with before you even hit your 6 momentums.
Let's spend 2 to cancel out that complication from earlier, so we do the full heroes. Get the
I
phaser
agree.
max.
Okay. So that's 2 of your bonuses. So you have 5 bonus left.
All the jacks plus 1 momentum for 3 extra damage, so total is 7.
And then you do have to spend 2 of that to do the return attack.
Yes, sir. And then
So
into it.
right, so right now we have 4 damage coming, 3 bonus. So you want to do 3 more damage with what I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay. And then I have their complications, so I'm actually going to take away 2 more damage for their complications. As they fly very predictably with their attack pattern run, and you do 2 extra damage, and I think they take a breach here. Right, they're shaken, and they hit 25. Let me see where this weapons damage thing is. Is it on the sheet? Here it is. Yeah, they take a breach.
Yay!
2 more momentum. Could you detonate the attack?
Okay. So it does half of the damage. Doesn't matter because I think half of what your original is enough to take the shields down again. And in the return salvo blast, this Cardassian vessel. Let's see if I have this special effect here.
Bye bye.
Wait, wasn't that the wrong one?
Yeah, I selected the wrong. It's fine. This one.
Blows up and the wreckage flies into the other one.
Your go. Since I kept. I believe we have Decca and Arthen left.
I don't really know what I can do because I'm pretty sure you can't do defensive fire and evasive action.
You won't barrel.
True, but you could do attack
could-
pattern.
Or if you could trait and make it more difficult for us to be hit. Or get up to punch whoever one of you have. Or generate momentum. Could do that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just generate momentum by making a roll to fly the ship, I guess.
Okay, let's see here. So you're maneuvering the ship. So
Yes.
this will be control con, difficulty 0, assisted by the ship's engines con. But I am going to make, because you're maneuvering basically in a valley, I am going to make this complication 2.
Okay. Take a threat. 3, 2.
Right. Gain 3 momentum. As you are just keeping your eyes straight ahead, making sure you're not running into the valley walls, as you are basically literally flying through the valley here as you are being chased by the Cardassian fighter here. Do you keep or do you pass? 'Cause I think the only one left to go is Decca.
We could
I'm
pass
gonna
and then she
pass.
could generate momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. think they... Excellent. All right. On your sensors, you see that this ship has restored some of its shield. We'll pass back to you.
So Deck is the only one that hasn't gone yet.
Correct.
Guys, I am at your disposal.
EPS systems, put power to something.
Okay, I can do that. So yeah, GM, I'd like to put power to the EPS systems.
All right, so you're doing the reserve or reroute power major action.
Yes.
All right, so you use up your reserve power, and then you reroute that power to a specific system. And then I got to look at page 185 and what that is.
Well, it's any one of the ship systems, so communications, computers, engines, sensors, structure, weapons, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's just, it does something. And I got to
Oh, yeah,
check
that's
page
true.
185 for what it does. And then I think I saw it in there. It's actually sending me somewhere else. Okay, this is the stupidest thing ever. Okay, so that page takes me to 185, where 185 takes me to page 303.
No.
That takes me back to
He didn't
185.
read it right. He not read it right. It
Probably.
could pick a system, the ship automatically scared to roll A1. That's what it does.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, so yeah, pick a ship system then. I was expecting a list.
Yeah. So what do you guys want?
Weapons?
Weapon.
Done and done.
Because the
All right.
ship's weapons security roll is kind of terrible, so...
That's fair. Yeah, GM, reroute power to weapon systems.
Okay. So I believe it has to pass back to them since all of you went. And since you went last, they go first this time. Which is probably not good for me. So I think what I'm going to do... They are going to attack run, or attack pattern. 2 to keep, because why not? And they're going to attempt to shoot their disruptor cannon at you. So, Akem, I'm going to need you to set the difficulty for me, please.
Will do. Let me go ahead and do that.
Same way you have been.
Very
Same
well.
roll.
Control security, difficult, complication 1. I'm going to do the same thing I've done before, split it between threat and momentum. Mostly threat, a little bit of momentum, so kind of like a 3/4. and then
Okay.
I'll roll 4 dice, and I'll go ahead and roll because I don't have a focus. Nice.
Well done.
And then you don't need to roll the ship because it already rolled the 1.
It's 5.
5.
That brings the ship to 8.
Jesus.
Good job, everybody.
8. Difficulty 8. I mean, they're gonna try to shoot. All right, I need nothing but ones. Come on,
No
ones.
one.
Ah,
Come on, 20.
close.
Yeah.
I was close. I had 1-1. You guys gained 3.
Finish him.
And then I
Uh,
believe you get 4 bonus. Ooh, what happened there?
Yeah. Yeah, you moved it.
Hey, GM, just out of game, how many bonus momentum can you earn in a scene before it's cut off? Because I know you would have to spend them almost immediately. How does that work?
If you have traits and talents that give you a boatload of bonus momentum, you can get as much as you can generate. It's just it goes away at the end of the roll.
I see. Okay.
So for example, in this case, Kier's talent gave 2 bonus because it did something. And then the ship's weapons are versatile, so that gives 2 more bonus. So just because you're using weapons, essentially you get 4 bonus momentum. But if you had a talent, for example, that gave you bonus momentum for shooting ship's weapons, then you would generate more.
I see. But that only goes so
Okay.
far. We have 10 only in so far as it's used almost immediately. It has to be an immediate spend. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. If you can't think of anything to use it with, it goes away.
Okay.
She did counterattack from the bonus.
Okay. All right, you got 2 bonus left.
2 for 1 point of extra damage with good phasers.
Okay. So right now you got 5, 6, 7 coming at them because of the scan for weakness. So they're going to be at they're going to be at 2 shields. They are taking 1 breach currently.
Shield to do got a sniper attack.
Okay. Good, my Cardassian fighters.
Bye-bye.
As the Akem's return fire hits them right in the port engines, as the ship loses control, barrel rolls and impacts into the side of the canyon walls below in a fiery explosion. You are out of combat.
Yay.
Nice cheating, Commander.
Thank you, Captain.
Interesting. See if he can't find us a cavern somewhere so we can duck out away from this Dorvanov strike.
Bye.
All right. So what are we doing?
Can I try and navigate to find a suitable, hospitable cavern
I
down
I
into?
asked Vincent Taro. I asked
Oh, I
Vincent Taro
apologize.
to do that.
Yeah.
I apologize.
All right, give me a reason or insight with science. Difficulty 2, assisted by ship sensor science.
Sensor apps for focus.
Yep.
Spend a momentum.
Just need the arrow shadows deal.
Sensor science.
Yep.
Rolling.
Right. And then
Captain, with my scan, I have located a cavern that is 3.5 kilometers away. It is large enough to hold a shuttle.
You will be able to seal this from user world weapons.
can you repeat that, Captain?
Will it be able to seal this from those orbital weapons?
Yes, Captain.
Ancient Orphan set a course for those caverns.
I Captain course plotted.
All right. A few minutes later, the arrow shuttle makes it to the entrance of the cavern. If you wish to fly through them and set down, it's going to require a con roll. And I'm thinking this con roll is probably going to be pretty difficult, so I'm thinking daring con, difficulty 3, complication 2.
Sorry, can I get the roll again?
Daring con, difficulty 3, complication 2.
Can I spend my determination on the value a true pilot trusts their instincts?
I'll take it.
And I'll spend the 2 momentum and generate a threat for 4th dice.
And then I need engines con, please. Complication 2. Someone want to grab the shuttles sheet?
Yep, I got it.
Nice roll.
Geez. Gain 3.
It should be 4 stiff 3, right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, 4. Yep. Cannot math today. All right. Arthur, you start to fly down this cavern. There are spots where it starts to get a little tight, maybe a few meters to spare on either side. But you're able to get it through, and you set down into a clearing that looks like this. Just to give you an idea of where you're at. I will open the floor up to roleplay.
Sorry,
yeah,
I was muted
yeah.
there. I was just going to roll my untap potential there as well and maybe
Yep.
generate an advantage.
Or to give me a threat.
True.
Feels like
Oops.
you need to write.
Looks like you get a bonus.
I'll spend that in a momentum to create the advantage that I can fly out more easily than I flew in. So I
Okay.
know
Yep.
the approach.
That works for me. All right. You guys are landed, nestled down inside your cavern to hide. I will give you guys the floor of what you guys want to do.
Derek will just chime in. Well, that was interesting.
Not the clean extraction we were hoping for.
That's very true.
I have to wonder what happened to the Navajo that she's not holding up her end of the plan.
Captain, the Phantom is stable for now, but we really need to get her back to the Akatsuki.
Dylan can't for the time being.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go check on Commander Rex.
Is anyone else worried that it's a half-hearted attempt on the part of the Cardassians? Just 2 ships? It's interesting. Seems like something more is afoot, so to speak.
Like they might have set traps?
No, it just seems like a weak response for someone so important. But I could be wrong. It's purely speculation on my part.
Unless they
Also, don't forget they got an asteroid dropped on them earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair point. Fair point.
and driving us to ground may have been their objective. Drive us to ground, keep us here until they deal with the other ships in orbit.
You're right. It's just off. 50 nothing. 50 something. I just don't know.
We can only hope for the best outcome.
That's true.
Rix could probably very groggily start waking up. I think it's been 2 scenes.
Well, let's use this time to regain our strength.
Easy, Chief. He took some hard knocks.
What happened?
What didn't happen? Good lord. We were in a decent firefight in that hallway. And in that command center. Your friend is still alive, but
Naira?
yeah.
It's good to hear. What's
What
our status?
Hiding in a cave, still planet side. Apparently the Navajo didn't hold the attention like it was supposed to, so the Akatsuki was getting shot at and had to bail.
Does Captain have a plan yet?
Hiding.
Stood. Probably better stay here for the moment.
Yeah, that was the captain's suggestion. Lay low, gather our strength. You've still got some damage and bruising from where you took a gorn to the body. At least according to Perone. I wasn't there.
I gave as much as I took.
Yes, sir.
Check on Naira. I'm okay.
She's stable for the moment. I came in to check on you. I was just by your side. The others are up in the front cabin.
Let me know if anything else interesting happens.
Yes, sir.
Dismissed.
And speaking of the captain and Perone, I'm going to give them a once-over with the tricorder.
Rose sticks up a hand, and despite the fairly vicious-looking scars across his face, I'm fine. See to your own injured.
You should probably take it easy as well. But other than that, yes, you are fine.
Is there a way I could interrogate the prisoner? Maybe place him in the washroom there and have a private conversation with him?
This is not the time for that. We should probably keep him sedated
Very well,
until
sir.
the situation is resolved.
I understand. Of course.
Not to mention the fact I think Captain Keir called dibs on the interrogation.
I stand corrected then, sir. Of course, the captain should have that prerogative.
Just to keep an eye out on those sensors, because we never know when they might be coming hit them for our. Probably not the only
Copy
ones
that.
that know this cavern exists.
So Kim's going to go ahead and kind of follow the captain's lead and with what she said and continue to monitor sensors tactically.
Okay. Any other RP you guys want to do? Because I do have something that happens here, but I don't want to get in the way of RP.
Here else, for a quick sidebar. Motions.
Kicks the sedated form of the Cardassian. I don't think he's going anywhere. Follow Captain Gear.
A dad will hear from the Akatsuki it's on Soul. I hate to ask this, but what's going on with the Navajo?
Your guess is as good as
Coming
mine.
for
I've been out of contact with her since we started this adventure. I'm shudder to think that she's been destroyed. Can't imagine my crew leaving us high and dry like this. She must have gotten overwhelmed. Real question is, how long do we hide here?
or why are we wait here to mark scars we're going to get? Sooner wounded out as his nebula to begin with, the better I'll feel.
Well, we have to assume that the Navajo has been taken out of play, which means we need to reconnect with the Akatsuki and get out of the system. Try to contact the Lafayette on our way out. See if she's picked up the away teams.
Agreed. Tinny, your dad is just fine, this means the Hawaitians haven't secured all of their objectives just yet.
Well, I would assume that if the second away team had achieved their objective, we wouldn't have to hide down here.
I'll give him 10 minutes to try and complete the objectives. If they collapse, then we must break for it and try to rendezvous with the Akatsuki if they're still up there. If not, we feed a system.
It's been a sufficient amount of time for them to have completed their objectives. I agree. Yeah. We have to make a run for it. Well, as my wife's people would say, today is a good day to die. We can, of course, try to avoid that, being not Klingon ourselves.
Agree. I would very much prefer to stay in the land of the living.
Besides, I can't wait to see Miranda's reaction when she sees my face.
I assume she'll like it.
Well, that's what I was thinking of when I charged that last Gorn. I'd have great scars to show for it. I'm glad your Mr. Ricks will be okay. That was the real objective, of course. All right, let's get about figuring out how we're going to get out of here if we have to extricate ourselves from this situation.
Edit. Oh, Fuse can head back up to the main front area.
All right, just 1 second. While the captains are talking, I'll give the rest of the group the opportunity to RP while the captains are away.
Barak is going to kind of just half lean on the bio bed, draw out his Type 2 and keep it leveled at the Cardassian.
Chem is going to review the log from the ship's computer on the recent encounter, and just review how that situation unfolded and where he might have done better. But also slightly amazed that we got through that as well as we did. He's very kind of proud in his own mind of how well the crew responded together in that particular encounter.
Feel free to role play that too, again. You know, like you can make like a passing comment or something like that. Don't be afraid.
So he'll turn to the other station. Who's in the back there with me? So let me take a look. So he'll make an offhanded comment to the right. It's amazing we got out of this ordeal as unscathed as we did. I'm impressed. I did not expect to do so well.
Well, I have to say so far, that would be true. Hopefully our luck will continue. Of course, with
What?
Arthur here, best flyer in the quadrant, apparently.
It would seem so.
They don't let the half-wit pilots out onto the frontier. Of course he's good.
Very good. The thing is, it's like that philosophy class I had at the Federation, at the academy. Philosophy. No one thinks philosophy is important, but the more I'm in space, the more I think philosophy is important. I think it was what was it Kierkegaard that said, we understand life by looking backwards, but we have to live it forwards. And when you're living it forwards in a moment like that, I don't know. That was a difficult situation. I was not certain of the outcome, but I'm glad we prevailed.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that.
That's okay.
I did it, Ken. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I'm just saying, it's very difficult, It's very difficult, and I'm just glad we did so well as a team cohesively. Philosophy aside. But I still am skeptical about why the Cardassians wouldn't have done more, but all the rationales we have for why they didn't make sense to me. But I guess as a security officer, we're always paid to be skeptical of everything. It's a skepticism bordering on paranoia, I suppose. But we did well, I think.
Agreed. And a little skepticism is probably very healthy in your career.
Agreed.
Well, it's a nice break from the engineering department on the Akatsuki. Might explore these ship systems a little bit. Get familiar. Look like
There you go. Have at it.
You mean it's a nice break away from Kane?
Yeah.
She's aware there's other officers in the room. But yes.
All right, if you guys are satisfied with the role play up there, we can let the captains re-enter.
As he walks by, Prone will just kind of nod to Rex. Good to see you awake there, Commander.
Thank you, Captain. You certainly held your own. It would seem.
Between you and me, I was just a damn scared. I'm not real sure how I did that.
I don't believe Starfleet captains are allowed to be scared, sir. I highly doubt that.
We're just not allowed to tell anybody, but I figure you'll be an exception.
We'll see, Captain. Thank you for checking up on me.
Prone will nod and follow Kier out front to plan how we're going to get ourselves out of this mess.
Kier nods to Ritz.
Captain?
Good.
You're breaking up, Captain. We're just getting clicks.
I see Kira still having problems with Windows integrations.
You know, I stopped talking. It probably broke it because that's how Discord works. Like, I have a Discord issue right now.
Yay.
Discord problems? But Discord always works perfectly. That can't be.
Lousy technology. One step forward, 3 steps back. All right, I'll let you guys communicate a plan.
Well, Captain Kier, it's a fine mess you've gotten us into. I can't believe you let me talk. I let you talk me into this crazy plan. How are we going to get out of this?
It's Intaro. Could you please, I'm assuming that they're firing a random pattern. See if you can analyze their volley pattern. Work with a Kim, if you have to. Or see if you can figure out a way that we can sneak out of this mess.
Yes, Captain. Will do.
Looks like everyone's taking a break.
Bathroom
Alright,
breaks
so
all
far,
around.
yeah, it looks like it. So far, I got Terrell and Akem analyzing the weapons systems. Yeah.
And I say to Ensign Taro, Ensign Taro, I have complete faith in your ability to handle this responsibility, but I am here to assist you if you need anything. I'm happy to help with any questions you may have, and we can figure it out together, or feel free to take this one on your own, Ensign. So I'll just continue to monitor our progress.
Eric's gonna take a peek out of a couple of the windows, see what's going on outside the Aero shuttle.
Uh, the Theric, give me insight security. Difficulty of 3.
Okay. Div 3. Will you accept observation as a focus?
I will.
Okay. And I will pop 3 threat for 2 dice, please.
I do enjoy threat.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Nice roll.
What I say, there's diff 3, so gain 4 with 2 float. All right, I'm gonna send you something, Theric. Where are you in my list? Okay. Oh, there you are. And then I gotta send something to somebody else. So you see that just as somebody's panel starts beeping.
Captain, Commander, we're about to have company.
More company, but we didn't send out invitations.
We're at full momentum now, correct?
Yeah, with 2 float.
Okay.
So you could ask questions and whatnot.
All right. Also, I'm in Dorian. I've got intense, so for the 2 dice I bought. I also have 2 bonus.
Jeez.
Um,
So you have 4 float then.
effectively. How many did I see?
I can answer that in 1 second. Because I got to count.
And what level of equipment do they seem to be carrying? Like, can I tell if they've got grenades or heavy weapons, explosives? They're setting up an E-web at the entrance to shred us if we try and fly out, that kind of thing.
And that'll be 2 of the bonus.
Hmm. 2 float left. Any of them look specifically like a squad leader or a captain?
You could probably make out that 2 of them are of the higher rank.
Okay.
1 more float.
Yeah. Can I tell if we're surrounded or not?
So the other side of the shuttle is actually against basically the wall, and that seems
So they're
to
only
be
coming in
really
from one
clear.
direction?
Yeah.
Okay. In that same vein, how close, like, how big is this cavern?
Probably maybe 2 aero shuttle widths, maybe.
Okay.
And then maybe 3 aero shuttle widths high.
And I'm assuming they're coming from the same side the door is on?
Yes.
Alright. Captains, looks like about 7 of them just beamed in. Coming from port side.
And you hear a large crumbling rock as your ship starts to shake on the ground.
Well, that's not good.
Well, Captain Kier, I don't think we have that 10 minutes we were talking about.
Agreed. Helm, get a shot here.
Aye, Captain. Firing up main engines.
Wait, we should make sure we're not going to get shot the minute we come out of the cave.
Is there only one exit of this cave?
Yes, ma'am. Just the one entrance and one exit. And Commander, Captain, you know the shake we felt? That was the entrance closing. So we are blocked in. No way out. Or
Ready phasings. See motions to grab. Set it and run and see the washroom.
Captain, I'm also detecting several transporter signals and secondary sensors.
So you're throwing Tevitt into the bathroom?
Yes.
Come in.
We might want to keep an eye on him. If we have to lower shields, they'll just transport him out of here. I don't suppose you have transport inhibitors on board, do you?
Commander Starfleet Shuttlecraft. I'll technically run at that, but no.
Captains. I've seen some of the gearheads take the, and I point at the wall, the transport pattern enhancers and flip them around to be inhibitors. Maybe Deca can do something with that.
Deca, you're the man. Grab the transporter enhancers and set up a transporter inhibitor field.
She'll look over a little nervously. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You got this. And she'll walk up to the transporter and she'll get to work.
Okay. Is there an opportunity cost for the transport enhancers?
Probably? I want to say it's like 2, maybe 1.
I was really hoping there's someone in the offense, but I'm looking now.
Opportunity cost of 1. Pattern enhancers.
Okay. Up here, there. Okay, so I'll make you spend that because we're time crunching now. But then Deca has to make a difficulty 2. Reason engineering difficulty 2 to set those up as pattern blockers as opposed to pattern enhancers.
So I don't think I added anything to her for activation earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to reason. Let's see here. Probably no focus. I'll burn 2 momentum and 1 threat. Let's roll 4 dice. Huh. Could I?
Whoops.
Yeah, I know. I want to succeed at this. Can I use her determination to re-roll that 20?
Sure.
Mission directive? Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Keeping him captured, I would imagine, is one of the mission directives. Successful. Cool. Feel free to roleplay that out. Gain 2.
So as she strips the transporter,
so you're using the pattern buffers, the pattern enhancers, those little stick things.
Got it. Okay. She'll pluck them out. Carry them over the console, work on reconfiguring them a bit. And then just sigh. Captain, I think I have it. She'll come around. And I guess since Kira's not in the room, she'll hand them to Captain Perone.
Well
These
done.
should work.
Well done. Set them up so this man can't be beamed off the ship.
Understood. She'll get them in a position and then activate them.
Yeah, those things. That's what I was trying to find. All right. Yep, they're set up and turned on.
Good to go, Captain.
Good job.
All right, what do you guys do?
Well done.
Those Cardassians are getting closer.
Arthan's gonna pull out his
Mr. Mick.
phaser and say, "There might be only one way out of this."
If next, are you fear enough for a bit more combat?
Without a word, he steps out of the cot, and he does let off some whimpering, but it's not much of a. Yes, Captain. Ready and able.
Good idea, Mr. Ricks. Our objective is to ensure no one goes to Tevitz.
Understood, sir.
Just move the fork down for you. Smith, how onto the dock here.
What'd you say, Captain? I think
Continue.
you cut out a little bit.
To move the Phantom over to where the bebs are at. She doesn't get also not injured in a crossfire. There's two ways in. There's one on the aft. No longer here, from my understanding. So Kim, you're with me? The
I
main
am.
guard being aft entrance. Leaving Captain Perone in charge of the forward.
I, Captain, moving to your location.
Okay, so I guess my question is, are you defending the borders or are you going outside?
I think it would be a lot easier to defend the entrances than it would be to go outside and spread out where they can all get a shot at us.
Question. Is the Aero Shuttle's shield still up?
Could be.
Or is hand phaser fire able to penetrate out of that?
I would say no.
I agree with Captain Perone. It's easier to repel boarders.
My only thought is, if they do something to breach the door, we can't seal it again afterwards.
Yes, but
Very
we're in
true.
a tight, confined space, which gives us a tactical advantage.
Yes. But I'm saying,
We're
if we
also
win,
sealed
and
in.
we...
Captain, I did not hear you. What did you say? I apologize.
We are also sealed in. Like
That
the
is correct, Captain.
Klashka cavern entrance.
You are not wrong. But tactically, I think our position's more sound aboard ship. But it's ultimately your call, Captain.
Who gave Brown command of the forward section of the shuttlecraft?
Captain, if I may add, I doubt they came here without a plan to flush us out. It may be better to act aggressively while we may still have a slight advantage.
That is good advice. I just disagree because here we know the terrain, out there we do not. It's a judgment call, of course. Both may be true. If we act more aggressively, we may be successful. But I still agree with my original statement that we should really stay within the ship. Tactically, it's more sound. What are your orders, Captain?
Let's see if we can't take some pot shots with the air shuttle's phaser banks. I might going to think twice.
Can I seal the doors to the lounge where we're at? And then assume this station over here, which I imagine gives me some type of access to the ship systems?
Captain already said they were sealed. I just need to know what you guys are doing.
That's a dinner table, by the way.
Just so we're not talking in circles. I just kind of need to know what you guys are doing because you have options.
We're waiting
just
for
need
Prone to tell us to open the door or not.
I'm gonna stand guard at the door here.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is let them come in.
That still sounds like a terrible idea, personally, but...
I mean, why not just let them come in, honestly?
I mean,
Well, it just takes one of them to walk up near the door and toss a grenade in, and we're all clustered together.
The advantage is, like Thermopylae, you're drawing them into a confined space in a very narrow area. So we can disperse ourselves from the main door and then prepare for a counteroffensive once they breach.
Too bad we can't emit some kind of pulse from the deflector beam to knock them all unconscious.
But I honestly agree with the captain.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you guys have options. I just need to know, like, right now what you guys are doing. Otherwise, I'm attacking. There's no more planning. I need to know
Yeah.
exactly what you guys are doing.
My only logic is, defender's advantage only works if you control the variables of the defense, and we do not.
I vote aggressive.
So I vote aggressive.
Aggressive with it.
In either case, Rix is gonna stand by the door to it. Guard that one.
All right, captain's orders, please.
Rowan wants to know if the shuttle weapons are capable of hitting them.
That is an avenue to go down. I mean, I did make a suggestion a few chats ago. One of many options to take.
Oh,
And on that question, Derek, we'll head over to the co-pilot / tactical station and see if you can't get a target lock on someone.
Secure still there? Because they've been awfully quiet.
Yes, I'm still here. I gave command of the forward to Perron.
Okay.
See, and the camera
guess-
guy in the rear in case should breach on the aft section of the ship.
Okay, got it. So I guess it's Perron's decision then.
And he says he's dealing with wife aggro.
Yay. So the
Perron is
answer
asking
that
if they could
Perron,
fire.
yeah, I see it. Um, so to answer that question, there is nothing keeping the shuttle from taking off and maneuvering.
so maybe we maneuver if we're not in our position.
Now I gotta think of where the phaser arrays are. No, that's a deflector, ain't it? Hard to tell on these things.
I think it just has a forward and aft phaser bank.
Yeah, probably not at the moment. Here, I'll just do this so you guys can see what's going on outside. You got a group here moving in toward the door here, and you got a group moving around the back. Because you have windows, you could see out and see this.
Here it is. Arthur, get to the helm.
Main engine's online, initiating thruster burst. And he'll pop the ship up off the
All
ground.
right. Give me Daring Con. It's not too difficult, but obviously the space. So I'm going to say a difficulty 1, but complication 3. Daring Con.
Right. Take a threat.
I do like threat. Wanted to be a 1.
Ooh, reroll.
Engines cons also, please.
Not a bad roll.
What is that? 3 successes, so you gain 2. So I believe you have 2 float. And yeah, so Arthur, you were able to lift off the shuttle, back it up just a little bit to give yourself space as you turn to point the forward phaser arrays at the main group of enemies.
Can I spend the two creative advantage that I perfectly lined up the shot that we're basically just point blank vaporizing these guys?
Yeah, sure can.
Get you lined up there, Theric.
Right. Yep. 2 to keep. Oh, cool.
All right. This for Theric is going to be. I think this has to be a daring security because this is very much daring in my eyes.
Works for
Difficulty
me.
2, but a complication 3.
3, diff 2. Targeting systems is a focus.
Yep.
And 1 momentum and 2 threat for 3 dice, or for 2 dice.
How much? 2?
2 threat, 1 momentum.
Okay.
And I am targeting someone that looks like they hold a leadership position. Ruh-roh.
Do you not have bold?
Reroll for bolt.
I don't have bold.
Ruh-roh. Shuttle,
That's why I
please.
asked earlier if this was a new set of activations.
If you have the crew support, I guess. I don't know how much you spent.
I'm not sure. We didn't spend crew support last game because we had so many people, and
Oh yeah, yeah. Probably would apply here. I don't think I was planning to do it on the planet for this reason. So yeah, go ahead and upgrade him.
okay. New talent then. Where is bold? There it is. Okay. Fill that out in a second, and I'll re-roll that 20. 3. The dice are not liking me today.
Then I just need shuttle. Yeah, sometimes the dice know. But yeah, shuttle weapons security,
What's
please.
weapons security?
Yep. Well, ship was helpful. Complication stand?
It's got to. I don't have any additional
Alright.
rerolls.
Alrighty. You gain a momentum. Alright, you shoot your phasers right at the glint. But because these are ship weapons, they're going to encompass this entire area. And it is going to vaporize all 4 of these Cardassians here. But the shot keeps going and causes a little chain reaction inside the cavern as rocks on the top of the ceiling start to fall toward the ground.
Arthur,
Joy.
look out.
GM will recommend you GTFO at this moment.
Arthur, he's not even going to wait for an order. He's just going to plug for he's just going to start flying for the entrance to the cavern. Varric, ready that shot.
Standing by.
All right. So you're going to have to maneuver to get back through, but it is one easier. What was my original task? Like a diff 2?
It was diff 3, so yeah, diff 2.
Okay, so yeah, be diff 2 comp 3, I believe it was.
Yes. Take a threat.
Then I need a ship's engines con. And I believe you could re-roll if you wish. Don't forget untapped.
Yes. Nothing for untapped.
That just means I get a threat. Yeah, if you fail it, I get a threat.
Yep.
Ship went. I believe you have a re-roll if you wish, Arthur.
We've got the comp range up, so that's still a win.
All right.
I'll take it.
So all of you feel the rock starting to hit the top of the Aero shuttle as Arthur whips the ship in the opposite direction, probably maybe overloading the inertial dampeners just a little bit for you guys to have to grab onto something to keep your balance. And he's quickly going through the end of the shuttle where you see that the cave entrance has more than likely been shot closed. So I'm going to probably need a good shot to take that out to open it back up.
We thinking photons or are we thinking phasers?
I think this is torpedo job. Does he have a value? Can he spend determination?
If this is an all new thing, he has his determination point back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have value always double check.
That or mission. Well, probably
Yeah.
mission, closer to mission.
I'd have to call
Yeah,
mission
mission.
directive.
So this is going to be a difficulty 3, but I'm going to spend the boatload of threat I have to make this a complication range 5.
Okay. Still daring security?
This will be control because this is more or less a standard weapon attack.
Okay. Top 5. Alright. Targeting systems focus.
Yes.
Okay. Using determination. You said it was diff 3?
Yes.
Alright.
Standard torpedo attack.
Yep. Full bloat on threat. All 5 dice.
Huzzah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, the dice are not liking me today.
That's
Rerolling
fine.
that 20.
There is a chance for you to challenge here also, I think.
Challenge what?
Your value. Your value.
Oh, I did that last game, though.
It's a succeed with complication, I guess.
Prone wants to know if he can give me his determination.
I believe that's a thing, yeah? But you have to spend something for it? Oh, it's just a commanding officer thing. Yeah. You may spend determination to grant any other character you can communicate with 1 determination. And it does not have to be linked to a value. So yes. So you have it, Theric.
Okay.
And now you could spend it with always double check.
Yep. Okay. Rerolling that 19 now as well.
And I do need the shuttle weapon security. Complication 5. The dice know, I guess.
Ah. Finding the Foundry server and doing a manual reset.
So
She's
5,
successful.
6. That's 8. So you gain 5, but there is a complication. Okay. Arthin pilots the shuttle and launching a torpedo spread directly in front of the Aero shuttle into the blocked passage. The Theric detonates the micro torpedoes, blasting away the rock's rubble. However, part of the complication, the ceiling in this part of the cavern also starts to collapse onto the shuttle, scraping the hull as it goes through and lowering the shields as the ship screams its way through, scraping the rocks on all sides as it blasts back into the outside.
I'll just kind of look over at Arthin. Apparently, I need more tactical drills.
That wasn't an easy shot. I'm impressed still.
Okay, you guys are outside. What are you doing?
Helm, get us into space.
Already on it, Captain, and he's just gonna pull way back on the stick and basically beeline for space.
Okay. I'm going to make this. Daring Khan. Difficulty, I think, has to be 4. Complication range, I'm thinking 3.
Roger. I'll spend or generate a threat and spend all 4 of our momentum to roll 5 dice.
Yeah, it'll be 2 threat in the momentum. But then you get the 5. All right, so
2 complications.
yes.
Dice don't like you.
And I also need the ship, please.
Yeah. So 7 ship. So 8 successes with the complication.
Okay.
Plus, yeah, let me see for the. Whatchamacallit, untapped potential.
All right. I think I got it. So I said this was a diff 4. You had 5, 6, 7, 8. So you gained 4. All right, Arthur. You pull back on the controls, forcing the aero shuttle into a violent maneuver that takes it straight up and very quickly, maximum thrusters toward space. As soon as you start to cross the threshold, the ship starts to shake as the last of the atmosphere gives away, and with a giant thrust, you're pulled forward. Just as that happens, one of the orbital relays starts to get a beat on you and starts to shoot. It's part of the complication now. I am going to say that it impacts one of your ship's engines, making any other con rolls here to have an increased complication. All right, you're in space. Shields are down. Crippled ship. What do you do?
He'll report back to the captain. We lost our starboard engine, but we're still holding out.
Action. Take us into the asteroid ring around the system. Hopefully,
Hi,
we
Captain.
can
And he'll swing.
head up. Hopefully, we can head up there and see what the attacks do. Flare. Still with us.
Hi, Captain. And he'll swing the shuttle
right.
over.
I have one more con roll for you. And I will say this, you absolutely do not want to get another complication. This is going to be,
Agreed.
since you're crossing open space and trying to do it with a damaged engine, this is going to be a daring con, difficulty 3. +1 complication, other complication, complication 4.
Sorry, what's the difficulty again?
3 comp 4.
Okay. Okay. I don't think any of my talents really apply here. Would you take this one for trying to navigate into the
Oh, you know what?
asteroid field?
I will, but do keep in mind that if you use it to lower difficulty, it increases complication range, and it's already a comp range of 4.
Yeah, so it's 5. I don't want to roll more dice, so I'll take that. So
Okay.
that makes you diff 2 comp 5.
Yep.
Take a threat, and I'm just gonna roll 3. I have a reroll.
I need the ship's engines con as well.
Engines con?
Yep.
One dice, right?
Close.
Yep.
The aero shuttle held.
I know. So this is diff 2, so you gain 3. All right. You very quickly switch over to main impulse drive, and you impulse to try to close the gap between the planet's surface and the asteroid field. As you do that, the orbital platform keeps trying to get a beat on you as you're just weaving and ducking around the fire, almost barrel rolling at times, spinning around the fire as it comes incoming. And just when you think it has a beat on you, doing a quick warp jump out of the asteroid field is the USS Akatsuki, taking the shot that most certainly would have hit your shuttle, potentially destroying it straight on their shields, as they grab you in their tractor beam and warp back into the asteroid field.
USS Akatsuki to the Aero Shuttle.
Nice shave, Commander.
The Aero Shuttle and its personnel are indeed part of the ship and its crew. I am simply following your mission orders.
Understood, Commander. Find us a safe spot to conduct the air shuttle.
Already underway, Captain. It is good to have you back.
It's good to do that, Commander. What's the status of the Navajo and the Lafayette?
The Lafayette and the Navajo seem to be in a cat and mouse game with several Orion cruisers in and around the asteroid field. More than that, I cannot tell you. The asteroid field and its composition have inhibited sensors to a degree, but we were able to detect you and move to intercept. Stand by for docking.
See you in a bit, Commander. Aerofiddle out.
All right. Now will be an excellent time for any final roleplay you guys wish to do, as the GM has nothing else to throw at you.
Are we able to be beamed back to the Akatsuki at this point?
Yeah, you guys could be wherever you want to be at this point. So if you guys want to do any role play in the Aero Shuttle before it's docked with the Akatsuki, that's fine. If not, I can bring you guys over to the Akatsuki.
I have two scenes I'd like to do. I'd like to do Gus handing over the con to Arthur, and I'd like Rick's in the sick bay. With,
I really
Ira.
got to head out, so I'm 15 minutes past when I said I'd have to leave to get
damn
ready,
it.
but well, we can keep that one in mind for
Yes,
the start of next session.
definitely.
But I really enjoyed this game, so I'll be seeing you all in the next one.
Yep.
Catch you
Take
later.
care.
Okay. All right. So all that's left then is Rix wants a scene in sick bay.
Checking on Ira, basically.
Okay. Any other role play scenes anyone wants to set up?
I had nothing until we get to the bridge.
I have nothing.
Okay. All right. We'll head to sick bay. Valen is still on the station, I believe, so I'll put you invisible.
That means it'll be y'all in charge of the sick bay at this point.
I gotta find where that token is at. Whoever wants to roleplay, the peoples in here have at it.
We should probably go up to Kial first. Whoever plays her.
Generally, it's Kier.
I'm just asking, what are we trying to accomplish here?
Not really
Rick's just
accomplishing
wanted to see
anything,
it.
just our being.
Yeah, Rick's just wanted a RPC down here.
TL raises an eyebrow. Mr. Giggle, things do not try to entertain my patience before you start your assessment. Consider to Enrix, please have a seat. And send it and you.
Could I speak to her?
She is currently unconscious. Until I run a full assessment, I do not live to further her injuries. Please, have a seat. She motions to the biobed.
Very well.
GM, which one is worse? She's assuming that it's the Phantom.
Definitely, yeah. Rick probably has like a bunch of bruised, maybe a few cracked ribs, various cuts and contusions. But the Phantom has like still has an active stab wound, slight internal bleeding because some complications. Yeah, Phantom's in kind of a bad way still. stable, but still badly injured.
In that case, Tial will do the proper medical scan on the Phantom and make sure she's stable, her position to fully recover.
Yeah, I'll send you something really. Probably what you can role play with.
Esquivel, preparing file bed for emergency surgery. I mean, with that case, Jim, she's gonna attempt the first surgery.
Okay. This one is mostly, it's probably to repair the damage from the stab wounds. So I could just see this being control or daring medicine. Diff 3. Comp 2, though.
Ready for focus?
What was that? Focus?
Surgery for focus?
Yes.
Send him what into the two threat. Sorry.
Excellent.
I will. You will be 18.
Gain 3. Yeah, as soon as you get in there, you notice that the damage is pretty extensive, and it will require a few surgeries to really repair a lot of the damage. You suspect that she's probably always going to have a pain in the ribs that's lingering after this. But for the most part, she is out of the woods and probably could go into recovery until the next set of surgeries.
However, Vomit took the surgery. Tiao will walk over to Panda Rix. That took so long? Your friend is out of danger, but he will take several surgeries. Give her a moment to rest. In the meantime, let's get you patched up. Commander?
Yes, doctor. Thank you, doctor.
Right. And yeah, his injuries are rather superficial. You know, I don't even think he was injured. I think he just was fatigued.
No, he got knocked out.
He got knocked out.
Yeah, I got knocked
Okay. Yeah. Give me a. Okay, just give me a control
out.
medicine.
Give me a wound, damn
deployment.
it. Feel pity for me.
Yeah, we'll give you a diff 1 roll. To set the broken ribs you got from the Gorn.
Emergency medicine.
Sure.
Spend a minute in. How it was then.
Okay, get one back. And yes, She rubs the dermal regenerators, presses aside to make sure they're fitted properly, and as she's working, the pain in your ribs, Rix, starts to fade. It's still a little tender and will probably take a few days to heal on its own, but you're much better than you were.
Take it easy, Commander. But we're making full recovery.
Thank you. Could you please keep me apprised of Myra's progress, please?
I will, within reason.
Thank you.
All right.
He lingers his eyes towards the biobed that Naira lays in for a few moments before he manages to break off and leave the sick bay. Commander Rix to Chief Therak, please come in.
Go ahead, Captain. Commander, sorry.
Let's not jump to the conclusions, Chief.
Apologies, I've been dealing with captains for the last half an hour.
Where are you now?
Armory 2, putting away my weapons.
I'll meet you there.
Understood.
Cut 2.
Theater of the mind is used up.
Another theater of the mind.
What can I use?
Theater of the soul.
We could use this thing called Rig, and that could be your armory. Because why not? Kind of has an armory feel.
We can use the big room at the bottom. Call that the weapons locker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely keeping all our weapons where we also keep our prisoners.
Sir.
Chief, I just wanted to tell you that you did an excellent job today.
Thank you, sir. I wouldn't count it as some of my best work, but I held up.
Well, when push come to shove, you were there, both with your security talents and your medical expertise. I'm very grateful. I intend to put you up for accommodation at the earliest convenience.
Thank you, sir.
On a personal note, I'd also like to thank you for whatever you said to Naira to get her out of there. I could tell she was, well, if she had her way, she might have gone a different way, so to speak.
Hard truth and a little bit of shock value seem to have done it, sir.
Nevertheless, thank you. Good
Yes,
work.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Now I'd like all of these weapons calibrated by the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
Work never ends.
Rope in Hill. He's better at that than I am.
And have a beer on me next time you're in the mess hall.
Yes, sir.
As you were.
Yes, sir.
End of scene.
All right, we'll head up to the bridge. As the captains make their way, Kane probably went to go relax in his room because that's what Kane would do.
Captain's on deck. Captain Kier. Welcome back.
Let's get them back, Commander. Here's some status.
The Aero Shuttle has taken considerable damage, but nothing that cannot be repaired. The Akatsuki is in full order. Shields holding at 90% running.
Agent.
I return the con to you, Captain.
And I sent something to Gus for some RP.
Captain, Commander, we've got a problem.
What is it, Mr. Moore?
I'm detecting a fleet heading our way. Not the good kind.
Any word from the Navajo and the Lafayette?
Oh, that's a negative, sir. Nothing yet. Orders? They're getting pretty close. For comfort.
Ensign Terrell, you tell how many ships there are and of what kind.
Sir, I do apologize, but the asteroid belt is interfering with the scans.
Is it you?
How soon could we expect the fleet's arrival?
Waiting for GM.
My choice without clarification is minutes.
They're pretty much right on top of us if we don't move right now.
Head transport on standby for Oichi recovery. Gus, if Lafayette is not able to recover the waking in the next minute or so, we are warping to the station and we're covering this team's time that we are warping at. Is that understood?
Captain, warming up warp engines. Standing by to warp to Lafayette Station.
All right. I think this is probably going to be an excellent point to call this the end of the long winter.